Good day, YouTube. This is J Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Alphabet or Google, ticker GOOG. I've talked about them a couple times here on the channel, and it's, as you can see, just a powerhouse of a stock. I have a little bit here. The reason it's not a whole share, and you can see my average cost. You can buy partial shares here on Robinhood. But soon we won't have to worry about buying a partial share, and I'll go over that with you here shortly. But here you can see it's up over 52%, so pretty much you could have just about almost doubled your money here in the last year. In the last 3 months down, or it's actually up, 1.28%, and pretty much the same in the last month. In the last week, it's up over 11%. So I know it was above 3,000 there for a while, and then dipped down to the 27s. That would have been a good buy. So, and here's a look what it's doing today. So, like I said, I have a partial share here of 1,392. That's back when I bought it. Might have been June of last year or whenever. Robinhood. We can take a look here in a moment. But pretty much Google is into everything. Feel free to pause if you don't know about Google. Founded in 2015, 2.04 million shares, and 1.77 million on the volume. 1.95 trillion, just amazing. 52-week low of 1,914.49 and a high of 3,041.86. And you can't get much better than ratings on that, 96%. And here's a look at their earnings. So just blew that. Amazing. Looks like they beat every time, so can't go wrong. Again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, but just stating my opinion. But here you can see. So could have doubled my money buying in a partial share, but I was just making the point, if you didn't have $1,391 or $1,400, you can throw $10-20 at it. So that's kind of what I did. So, and as you can see, my $70 turned into right there. So there's my 110% return. So can't beat that. So doubled my money, but too bad it's not a partial or a whole share. But I've got some great news coming out about this one. Strong buy with a 1-year price target of 3,450. I would assume that would be hitting that again sometime soon. A couple months down the road. Nasdaq extends rally on Alphabet AMD results. This is dated here today. Nasdaq extends rally on Alphabet and AMD results. So in the Firstrade session on Wednesday, following a turbulent start of the year as Google parent Alphabet and chipmaker AMD shares surged after strong quarterly results. Alphabet rose 8.2% after reporting record quarterly sales on Tuesday and said it plans to undertake a 20-to-1 stock split. So woohoo! That is awesome. I love to see that. I'm going to start putting some money aside to buy after the split. So the stock split should make it more appealing to retail investors. Chief Market Analysis Markets.com adding that Alphabet earnings will underpin a return in confidence in beaten down technology names. Facebook parent Meta Platform, which is set to report results on Wednesday, rose 1.4%, and Amazon, slated to report on Thursday, firmed 1.1%. Last month, tech-heavy Nasdaq fell as much as 19% from its all-time high in November as investors dumped highly valued growth stocks on prospects of faster-than-expected rate hikes. AMD climbed 8.5% after the company on Tuesday forecast 2022 revenue above expectations. And other chip makers, including NVIDIA, Qualcomm, Micron, rose 3.6%. I've talked about AMD and NVIDIA here on the channel as well. I'll try to link those in the description for you as well. And this shows the Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 15.25 points, or 0.04%. U.S. Private payrolls unexpectedly fell by 301,000 jobs in January as a resurgence of infections disrupted business activity, and just would like to X that off of the earth. PayPal holdings slumped 24.8% after the forecast of first quarter revenue, and Starbucks Corp fell 0.8%. U.S. stocks, NASDAQ futures jump on Alphabet AMD results. So again, kind of some of the same information, so just going to scroll through this one. Alphabet rises on upbeat sales, stock split. AMD surges on strong outlook. So again, Alphabet is going to do a 20-to-1 stock split, which I think is very cool. So you can do the math. Instead of buying one at 3,000, you could probably buy close to 25-30 shares. So more information about the stock split aimed to bringing Google shares to the masses. So here you can see the relentless rally in the last couple years. So could have gotten into this one really cheap back in 2005, it looks like. Even if you would have got into it in 2015, you'd had a pretty decent return as well. So this is a relentless rally of Alphabet shares have seen a meteoric surge over the decades. So again, bringing big stock splits back to the market, so prospective buyers won't need upwards of $3,000 to own a share. Taking down the price achieves something else for the Google parent, making it possible to put America's third biggest company into the most venerated stock average. Company said on Tuesday it will increase its outstanding shares by a 20-to-1 ratio, aiming to entice the numerous small investors who have flocked to the stock market during the pandemic. So, very smart move. Shares jumped 10% in the U.S. pre-market, trading on Wednesday, and we were set to surpass a record high reached last November. So for mom-and-pop traders, a lower stock price makes it easier to buy shares rather than to purchase fractional stocks through the brokerage firm. Alphabet's 20-to-1 split would reduce the price of Class A shares to roughly $138 based on Tuesday closing price of $2,752.88. A share of the company hasn't been that cheap since 2005, just as we looked at. So so very good news. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to buy some more shares of some actual whole shares of Google. And who knows, maybe in 10, 15 years it'll be back up to $3,000 again, so it'd be a pretty good investment. Alphabet inches closer to $2 trillion market after blowout results. This is dated here today. Google parent inched closer to joining peers, Apple and Microsoft in elite $2 trillion market valuation club of the search giant. Shares surged 10% on Tuesday after another blowout quarter. Gains, if they could, be biggest single-day gain for a stock since 2015, easing some of the concerns around big tech valuation has triggered a sector-wide sell-off in the past few days. Technology sector started on 2022 with some of the biggest question marks over since the dot-com crash within the last more than 2 decades ago. So again, Alphabet announced a 20-to-1 stock split, which will give shareholders 19 shares for every shares they hold, bringing the price down to about 138 based on Tuesday's close. So very cool. And this kind of goes over why Alphabet is rising today. Kind of already went over that morning after the fourth quarter financial results and announced a stock split. So very good news for Alphabet. Probably people be selling, I suppose, here, taking profit. Alphabet reported quarterly earnings of $30.69 per share, which beat the $27.48 estimate. The company reported quarterly revenue of $75.33 billion, which beat the estimate of $72.13 billion. So very cool. Very exciting news for Google. Now if we can just get Amazon to split. So we'll see. Hopefully some of the big, huge tech companies will do a split. I would love to buy some more Amazon. Here it's showing it at 2009-32.58, and there's your 52-week high and low. Up here on MSN Money, currently showing it as a strong buy. Can't beat that, so great ratings. And strong buy here on TipRanks to 20% upside to 3,530. High of 3,800, low of 3,000. So maybe it'll keep running up until July when the stock splits. It's just hard to say, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens with this one. But you can see how it just took off there. So, but if you have a Google, go ahead and list that in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you have in regards to Google. And don't have to worry about buying partial shares on Robinhood on this one anymore, unless you don't have $138 or whatever the split price will be that day. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is Jay Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.